Tamashii Nations announced another wave of action figures which will open for pre-order on August 28th. And the highlight of this set, of this wave, is definitely the Spider-Man Gamerverse figure. Before I focus on the Spider-Man, because that's the one I'm most interested in, we've also got the following. Monkey D. Luffy Marineford Arc version, where he's wearing slightly different color outfit and then he's got different facial expression here. I'm not going to get this one because I don't collect the One Piece stuff now anymore, but this one is coming out August 28, or pre-orders go up for August 28, and it releases in April and it's going to cost around 4,400 yen. Of course, it depends where you're going to pre-order it from. And then we've got two Hunter x Hunter figures. So this one, we've got the Kurapika one, and that looks really cool actually. The promo shots on that look good. A little bit expensive though, at 9,900 yen. This one also comes out in April of 2026. And then the second Hunter x Hunter figure joining Kurapika is the Leorio. I always confuse his name. Leorio. That guy, and he's coming out in March, so a month apart, but he's also going to be retailing for about 9,900 yen. He's a bit more of a pretty generic figure, man in a suit. Looks pretty good otherwise, except for the bottom of his suit has additional cuts in them, which I don't really like, and I understand why they did that, but kind of ruins the look of his blazer in my opinion. But those are the two Hunter x Hunter ones. But let's go back to the Spider-Man one. Everyone likes Spider-Man, me too. Everyone likes Marvel vs. Capcom, me too, or the Marvel games. Now, this figure is a Gamerverse one. It's clearly based on the Marvel Superheroes Marvel vs. Capcom version, the sprite work from Capcom of Spider-Man, and I'm really happy about that. A lot of people are happy about it, and this has caused a lot of excitement because this may be the best Spider-Man figure that we'll get in this 6-inch format. Who knows? Who knows? You know, the main popular one out there is that, in terms of higher end, is going to be the Mafex one. Great figure, but I'm sure some people have some kind of opinions and nitpicks on that. But with this one, so just looking at the promo shots, very, very clean looking promo shots. Super, super spectacular, clean promo shots. Now we've got his kind of original pose here where he's just kind of leaping or diving or landing, whatever it is. Got very vibrant blues shown on his outfit, which look great. And personally, when it comes to the Japanese figures, we don't see this blue enough with the Spider-Man figures. We're seeing darker shades of blue. Even the Mafex original Spider-Man release, not the comic version or the webman version, the blue was a little bit different. It was more of a metallic sheen, I guess you can say. And after some time, at least on my one, the blue kind of feels like it's changed a little bit of color anyway. So yeah, different shades. Even the reds here look very different here. It's a very kind of vibrant comic look to it, which I really like from it. And if you don't remember the games, and even if you do remember the games, yeah, Spider-Man had a very bright sprite in that game as well. So he looked incredible in the game. The sprite work in the Marvel vs. Capcom games and the Marvel games in general are just amazing. Capcom's sprite work was stellar. Too bad it's all gone 3D, but that's a different topic. Here though, he looks great. Pose wise, we've got a few different poses in the promo shots that mimic a lot of what he can do in the game. So starting with his blocking pose, so we've got his web shield for defending. Proportions wise, he's a lot more heavier on the top compared to, say, the Mafex one. He feels much more defined in musculature in general compared to that, and that's probably something most people are going to enjoy more. Some people aren't going to like that, they probably want a leaner one, but I'm liking it. It looks a bit stiffer in that web defense pose, but in general I do like it. We've also got a pose where he's in his normal standing pose, which looks great. I love that pose, and to be honest, it is one that I try to do or get a lot of my figures into just as a test to see if they can do that, and he looks really good in it. He gets into a nice deep wide squat, kind of leaning over as well, face head looking straight ahead, and then his arms spread apart as well. So I'm eating my words here, excuse me. So yeah, he just looks great in that standing pose. It just looks really well done. You do obviously get the crotch bit exposed. They are using the thong, which it was used on Cyclops, and a lot of people complained about that. On the Instagram comments for this one, I wasn't really seeing much in the way of complaints on the thong here. Maybe people have just come to accept it. Personally, I think it looks okay in the posed up shots for Spider-Man, especially, yeah, in this standing pose. It looks pretty good. We've got his web throw, which is going to be a backing card, which I'm not too big of a fan of those kind of pieces. But at least we know that he can get into his web throw pose. I doubt he's going to have any issues to get into his maximum spider and spider sting and all of that kind of pose and moves that he does. They're pretty standard poses most figures can do. So I'm guessing that's why they didn't really show much of that. Even though I prefer those kind of dynamic looking poses versus the web throw just a personal preference. And then we've also got a spider sense effect piece as well that goes on his head, of course. And then there you can also see his kind of wrinkly, scrunched up, weird looking contorted fingers, which look pretty cool as well. I do wonder if it would have been great to see like a camera accessory with a web line. They haven't shown any web lines on here. Interestingly, in the contents list, it does mention interchangeable head part, swing spider web, but not shown in the promo shot. So I have some doubts that he doesn't come with many or any web lines. That bit is a bit disappointing. That's a bit of a weird one to miss. Maybe they just assume everyone's got a Spider-Man figure and can have webs from that or make their own. I don't know. Having some web lines would make a lot of sense. So I'm a bit puzzled why they didn't include that if it's not included. But otherwise, he looks really good. I'm very, very keen to pick this guy up. So he's coming out in March of 2026, which is alongside one of the Hunter x Hunter figures from earlier. So not too long to go, actually. That time's going to fly. He is going to cost 9,900 yen though, so that's a bit expensive. I believe Cyclops might have cost the same as well. Maybe that's just the Marvel license cost, who knows. But I think you can probably get this for maybe a decent pre-order price depending on where you pre-order from. Unfortunately, there are probably going to be difficulties for US buyers out there depending on tariff situation. So good luck to US buyers. If you are in the UK or Europe, I'll leave some links down in the description box below from places like CD, Japan, Hobby Genki and others that I typically shop at and that might have pre-orders listing for you guys. But yeah, this one is looking like a very, very exciting figure. A lot of excitement around it from fans and just a lot of potential for this line now that we've seen Cyclops and this Spider-Man. This isn't the first Spider-Man we've seen from Gameverse. Technically, we saw the PS4 Spider-Man game version in that costume, which was a decent figure. There was some articulation minor gripes with that, but it was an otherwise decent figure. This one, yeah, we can see from the joints and the articulation points that this one is definitely using more modern technology. So it's going to give us hopefully everything that we want from a modern Spider-Man action figure now in this bright blue, bright red that just looks really good. It just pops. It pops on my screen viewing it. It just looks amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I will try and pre-order one for myself on August 28th, which is when pre-orders go live. So yeah, good luck on your pre-orders. I hope you guys do manage to get it, whether you have tariff situation or not. Let me know what your thoughts are down below on this Spider-Man or even the Hunter x Hunter and One Piece figures and anything else that you may be looking forward to from Tamashii Nations. Now, just to kind of end there, I'm really looking forward to more Gameverse stuff. Whether it's going to be additional characters or even just new costumes of Spider-Man, you know, black suit Spider-Man would be good. But yeah, seeing other kind of Marvel superhero, Marvel vs. Capcom figures or inspired figures would be pretty great to see. That would be something I would love to see more of. But who knows? Time will tell, and I'll cover those if and when that does happen. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.